feeding box office poison to the professional managerial class. 731 mental math. Winter in the city is hard. Why did I finish with that? See you next week. The truth's dying because nobody's buying it. Jeffrey Lewis is in the wrong Ferrari. A lot more gray hairs than last year. The personal is universal. Is that big enough to be true? Time to F myself up with some sleep. Another summer down the drain. Place is full, packed, jammed to see him do his thing. Patron saint of the disowned. I like New York City better than nature. If only God sculpted an environment as thriving and stimulating as Soho or the Village that went on for thousands of acres. Okay, goodbye. Goodbye.
That's the location of my keys. All right. My father's getting older.
But how do you evolution from a rock to a living item? That transition from nothing to life. I get evolving from a monkey to a human, but I can't.
Stage right now. Let's make some noise for Matt Protester!
I am Matt Protester, okay? Kuzu Daddy signed me up on the list, so I'm Matt Protester tonight, okay? Is it okay if I use this guitar?
Yes, it is. Do you need to plug in?
We're gonna mic it. We gotta mic that one.
Okay.
I'm gonna mic it down for you.
Alright, I don't know. I just want to do some musical accompaniment, I guess, to my freestyle, just ramblings about show business, my life in show business technique, on stage, on camera acting technique, acting for commercials, scene study, Ibsen, fucking. That's fucking soul, that's soul, everybody. That's what music's about, right? Feelings, bending the strings, because your feelings are so powerful. Yes. We're only playing one chord, baby. Fuck changes, baby. We only that A chord, baby. I want to talk about relationships. Brooklyn relationship. I don't remember what relationship. I'm never having sex again. I'm not allowed to have sex. God does not want me to have sex. It's karmic punishment for the ancestors. We did wrong. We're speaking truth on stage. We don't give a fuck. You can judge us if you want to. Judge us if you want to. We're revealing our vulnerabilities. We're revealing our vulnerabilities and softness. I'm working on my softness. Opening myself up like a big port city. New York is a big vagina. Speed metal, fuck first, fuck yeah, speed metal, you fucking, nuclear guns, in the iron domes, will protect us, not in Midwood, we live by storage facility, where they have the greatest people on earth taking care of the mentally disabled, who are, they're there, and I'm buying pastries at 2 a.m. for $2 at the bodega from the nice man. He knows exactly what I'm there for. He knows what I'm there to get. He gives me the bag. He's giving me the bag. He's giving me the bag. He's giving me the black bag for my pastry, for my lemon Danish.
Yes.
My lemon fucking cheese Danish, like my father eats. When it's a family curse, sugar in my teeth, cavities in my fucking teeth, make my fucking legs on speed. We're driving the bus off that roof and it explodes. Playing on speed, living on speed, doing some speed. I haven't done online dating in many a year. I go out, I read my poetry, and I don't know, it's a fad or something. People are into it for some reason. But then I do stand-up comedy, and I bomb, 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 and I bomb like I'm Bright Eyes. Like a fucking bright eyes, like a fucking bright eyes. Like a Mike Love leading the fucking Beach Boys on the oldies tour. We're singing about cars, we're singing about the military industrial complex and patriotism and crushing our enemy. And drinking the blood of our enemies. It's American imperialism state. New York City, the finance criminals are getting laid. They're 6'3", they're getting fucking laid. They're flying their mistress to St. Merchant Island, they're getting fucking laid. They're on cocaine. Like the Doobie Brothers, they're doing cocaine. On the reunion tour. She blew Chicago, Larry. She blew Chicago, Larry. She blew Chicago, Larry. She blew Chicago, Larry. Ooh, road. This is a rock opera, okay? It's a rock opera. This is a rock opera. This is a rock opera. Sorry, Meatloaf. Rock. Meatloaf. Rock. Battle to Hell Volume 4, baby. Yeah. Oh, Jim Simon. Opportunity plus five.
I know her. She was Indian.
Oh, no.
She said,
I don't know what news you're watching. Okay, so this is what you're worried about. Migrants, illegals coming to this country getting sex change operations in jail.
it's not
on the
a
American
warning,
taxpayer
and
dollar.
she said she want to do that.
She
Trump
said that in the
yes,
debate. She said, we're doing that.
No, not in the debate. They're
It's
not
my
gonna say
platform
that
as...
But
I figured it was. I mean, you know, when you're in this shit.
Yeah. I was like, yeah, it was giving me the vibe. She was like, that's crazy. But I still laughed.
Going right ahead, he just says, oh, trucks.
I was on the
That's not like
We'll have to see the wizard. 2 for 35. For my man, the wizard. Megalopolis. I'd watch it again. Snuffleupagus. I'd watch it again. I was worried.
I just wish it was better quality.
Yeah, that's to be honest. I mean, we're missing the visual. We're missing that whole part. So that's probably a big part of the experience is seeing it in IMAX and all that kind of shit. We watched about the worst version of it you could probably see. Alright, oh wow, very nice. Very cool. Oh, there's Bob Holman.
Oh, really?
Rebecca and I already rehearsed.
Also playing here at 5 o'clock with Elliot Sharp. Are you guys looking to go to Earth Church?
He's gone from the gathering where all tribes are represented. He's gone from the future that he was already living. He's gone from the emails that delete before receiving. He's hammering the verses on whalebone and cardboard. He's drifting in consciousness where no one can find him. He's hearing your words before you can speak them. He's making love in the sunshine with sunshine sisters and brothers. He's inventing new ways for art galleries to blast off. He can't believe he has to repeat his slogan. Understand your systems of logic. He matches your bet and he raises your ante. He manifests his destiny inside of a flower. He takes truth to the limits and leaves. So, I was just in a play called Slap. It was about David Berlyuk, the Ukrainian futurist poet and painter. At the way that is all your way, and which, as a poet, trying to set it down failure. I am a failure, and that you will always be something to me, both bedrock and ineluctable, a passion of opposition and an unchecked probity of probability, and yet why? That's why.
Why
Say goodbye. You said I won't go on your shopping spree, but the things you wanna buy.
Bonzo, alive, the stripped sycamore sings to me in its confinement dialect of climate cries. Step back into the tub naked from the windows covered by cops below. For assassination attempters, real or imaginary, no one knows. Poetry is also imagination. Open to
directed action. Don't support traitor Trump's fascist faction. Engrave vindictive violence, learn behavior. How sad. We must practice compassion.
A little bit of a sort of a kind of a poem, almost a scientific poem, you might say. Experiment. It's about the, the book Moby Dick. It's about the book Moby Dick. I don't want to give away the whole poem. Okay. It's called Experiment. I threw Moby Dick in a bathtub. It floats. This is, like a phone, like a telephone. He's going to be a phone baby for Halloween. Please welcome Matthew Proctor.
All right, thank you so much for having me. I'm so honored to be here. Give it up for all the readers so far. I mean, what an incredible day. I'm going to read from my big folio. I've been experimenting with big pages. So I'm going to read from my wild big folio. This is going to go all the way through. It's called Diet Soup. Diet Soup. Late night is dying. The backstage politics, no windows, so we're pictured rattled to the wall. All classes related to the means of production. The surplus value created by the workers increased the profits for the capitalists. The coffee house was away from the royal court. One could distribute flyers and pamphlets and prove themselves by the eloquence of their discourse. Completely populated by white-collar, college-educated, professional managerial class. The uneven decline, they're my bosses now. Turning the lady riding the mass into fundraising corporation. The project doesn't do poetry. You can work there if you write emails. The gamification of obedience, like your life depends on it. Big strutting folio, free education, $65 an hour, but I couldn't take the abuse. They pay me to beat the horse as the microphones feed back. I was shitty at my job to fuck you up and fuck your smooth clout and degrees. Why do you want to write like Whitey? It tastes like oatmeal, which is good, and I eat it every day as it kills me with pesticides all in one sitting. Extravagant space, it's good, it's all beat up, wearing a cable net sweater in the 96-degree heat. A noble worker, IBM dweebs buy and sell us with their thumbs. Can I get a one-word suggestion from the audience? Canceling my live stream, I show Speed lit fireworks in his bedroom. 10 million subscribers. Implement the hands, the body, being able to be unserious. Does your work hurt your body? Mine has for years, in the resistance of the unemployed. Living for the commentary DMs. Fine, I'll get my own. Red Dracula curtains, Ernest P. Worrell movies. What's her opinion on that? Catherine Liu, genius of CUNY Grad Center. The bombing of Sarajevo by NATO. Pallies on the benches out front, shooting the freak at Poetry Lion. Coney Island High on St. Mark's didn't show up to my birthday party. I had to work, begging for money and fried donuts. Bookcases become a homeless shelter at midnight. He's sleeping like he's dead. Bummer of a town. 20 minutes material about eating ass will ruin any social function. The harder the content, producers look away. Maybe if we took a little time scraping by on less than nothing. Elvis Costello is not popular amongst Gen Z. Perhaps due to his sexually obsessive, creepy lyrics. The movie was criticized for its extreme violence and controversial language, the degradation of labor and reduction of wages. This is a normal thing to drive a truck and say. Watching college football Saturday with Mel Kiper, hyper-exclusivity was an essential part of its appeal. Newness was prerequisite to being taken seriously. Anything normie was ignored. They wanted its fashion, plundering the box against us around the corner at Sweet and Vicious or Ray's. This is an hour-managed wave deal, merry-go-rounding to a rejuvenated paradigm, making you laugh till you cry in Panera Underground at Paramount Plaza. Intense discussions about class within academia, Lacanian drinking Jameson, Ashley shoos me away. You don't need to know about that. Close alone in yellow lamplight at night. Ranch Marcusa dressed mutual appreciation up as a game show. Nice, Simon Cowell, the anti-you're fired. Row, 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 the Seaside Bar song, living in a surf factory in 1972. Victimization narrative discourse, more like a graph, scientific, we agree. Preferring the blues harp, chest vest meshing jam, and Delta Little Walter afternoon showers. Jonathan played his 2-year, but nobody made his homecoming. Managing the numbers, cleared by the FBI. Can't get to the stage through the people. Scalpel, friendship, mutation, reputation, criticism in the periodical of the chat, or endowment of videos of survivors taking robotic notes. It can sort any object under 5 pounds. James Cameron was at the Titanic in a submarine when 9/11 happened. He didn't find out about it till surfacing weeks later. Moving through esoteric legs of pop culture, communism and fascism become the low side of trauma, lame. You are all in my one-man show, destroying the yeoman farmer of small-town life, listening to your voice all day on the radio, computer, TV, coming from nothing, played a book teller in The Sting. We should have stolen that house from my class enemies, strategizing chessboard real estate, eating ginger cookies. The privileged can trade on their trauma in the content visibility marketplace, incinerated and smashed out of their bodies to dust. Irish firefighters ran up the towers. Donna Summer was a later casualty, dying of stomach cancer she attributed to the tragedy. Traumatized in a situational institution, was once co-chair of Avery Fisher MFA program at Bard. Fuck Ron Silliman, middle management. I'm Team Andrews. Bruce Andrews eating Mexican food with Sally Silvers, corner of 25th and 5th, across from Greenwood Cemetery. You order from Screens. If it's good enough for him, I have steak tacos. The workplace revealing your health. Bosses is what's demanded now. Extracting information from the individual as a form of national security. I'm producing the spectacle of me for consumption. Perform trauma to inform pedagogy in the Church of Tenure. Vampire Weekend aspirational soundtrack, bourgeois East Coast dark academia boarding school core. Fuck their music ripping off African musicians. Not even middle-aged yuppie white guys ripping off African musicians. I have a friend from Mali. You can hear them across the lake in the last golden days of summer, from Nomadland to white noise. NBA's streamline IP factories, enacting the new tolerant, curated diversity and pluralism. Other poets are not the enemy. I look young there in my puffy eyes in Walt Whitman's birthplace. Is Springsteen the descendant of William Carlos Williams? Brothers Under the Bridge. I wanted to sing Jersey karaoke when I first came to pianos. The Bada Bing was as much to me as Bad Boy Entertainment or The Apprentice and Millennial NYC bro hagiography. We didn't go there but drive through, me and Wayne on the 4th of July. In love, but it's already way too late. Plot-driven eye garbage. Don't want to make a fascist boot. Big Blue Jay comp sheet and the fake book, 1,200 songs before it becomes unprofitable. In 1972, American products got lighter than what we imported. The ancillary markets are where it's at. Adorno's There's No Good Art in a Bad World. Seamless consolidation. PP Inc. Hustling art to pay for my body. What circumstances are the twisters spinning, reduced to notation? Let's see, Where's Waldo? Rock band concert venue in your living room video game live stream. Steven Spielberg plays the newest first-person shooter with his son Max. So fast you don't even know what happened. We had to do one take because we couldn't afford more. Activities of sadness. Corner of the year like the edge of a table, down the long lonely corridor to 40. My 30s cratered, were blown open by karmic retribution. It almost never happened by the end. Riding New York City stages in person these 10 years, my life was the story, was the work, was the art, was the glory. Prancing and hoofing, an invention of my heroes, pinched a nerve on Percocet, addicted like the greats. Get the hell out of my way, here comes me. One of our best cinephile students drove his style away, as far as possible, to differentiate. The curriculum was breaking down, sucking vape. We all came out of it android, part robo, part bio, sharing at my lungs like all that's left. You can tell a Larry episode, more from there to try to arrive. Bulimic neurophagia in autumn on Long Island, Coors phone with Dad, Jose Quintero, Garrett Lansing, John Mahoney. Effect that they read theory as luxury brand, cross-referenced by prestigious art degrees. I live in the theory, changing the lines as fish into a whirlpool of roulette scrutiny. One person in my class ran a video store. Dean Stockwell attended poetry readings as a child actor. No one owns the moving image on Napster, on LimeWire, on Pirate Bay. There's no formal integrity to the format, creating an enclosure where one didn't exist. Somebody mentions Mr. Based, I Into the City. She asked me if she can get me anything. Take the L, not playing in-group, out-group, but you have to cut string theory, draining power from my left hand, knee, and stabbing foot. Interpreting the Bible for the divine rule of kings who are not literate from a warlike class, making peace with the church. Watched all your YouTube videos, now debauchery's vlogging. I love Kesha jump scare comments on last night's monologue, which was focused and inspired for the occasion. I should have just paid for it. Can I get you to feel sorry for me? Man yelling on the train in a scary way at 2:30 a.m. and 2 segments running every 30 minutes from the Atlantic Barclays after 11 p.m. Saying goodbye to Franz in the Equinox corner. Suddenly my disadvantage is my strength, which explains what's been going on the whole time. They want to monopolize the language of social change. Writing through the entrance exam, ethical consumption thinks it's on the side of progress. Giorgio Rosa DMs he's concerned Billy Pedlo has been using anti-Semitic dog whistles. I limit myself down to one person in movies. Intelligence services trained at Yale, modeling what nuclear winter would look like. Need a lot of credentialed elites to manage those budgets. Her cognitive production interfered with the baud rate. 6 for 6, 3 home runs, 2 doubles, 6 runs, 10 RBIs to join the 50-50. It looks nice, but I want it to look like something else. Doing our work in the bowels of the Bowery like Jimmy Durante at Coney Island. Jump cuts are your friend. Upper middle class homeowners, white collar managerial class, getting his hospitality degree with my wife and child. Your lives are neoliberal multiculturalism. They build ugly empty condos for rich people asset liquidation in front of the Empire State Building in the period immediately during the war. How is there no place to live all of a sudden? Distribute the shrinking pie. Get students hooked on debt because we spend more than we make based on how rich we'll be in the future. The novelty has worn off and public opinion has turned against us, but not for my friends who moved away from New York, who will always be my friends. What time will I go to sleep? Wild large pages for my next book. Never got better at talking to people. They're talking to paper. It's their position. Live at Max's Kansas City, 1973. It's too expensive for them to live there, talking about film. Concierge of the scene, transporting back to 1912. Stayed at the same hotel where they filmed The Shining, mashing techniques, adopting chops like Liberace Philip Glass. We'll let the night go on all night long. Trust that you know when to stop. Thank you. I've got zines. If anybody wants zines, I got zines. Thank you.
Of orange.
That's red, orange.
like Godfather 2.
It's like Ash Wednesday.
The Godfather 2 for Irish people. The Irish Godfather 2.
Ash Wednesday.
Ashley's not a real Ash. It's because it's Ash? Is that why you're so all about this movie? It's against my religion. Ashley's against my religion.
No, I'm Catholic. Yeah. The risotto really.
Oh, okay. What kind of sauce do you have for your veg?
Well, you just use the sauce from the chicken myself.
Oh, I see.
Or just olive oil. I mean, you don't really need a sauce because you're eating with the chicken.
That ravioli.
It's not my friend, it's just
Blunt force trauma to the head with the truth hammer. That's what you need to expect at a Matt Proctor poetry recitation. Blunt force truth hammer to the brain. The brain hammer. Gotta hammer away the bullshit. There's too many.
I mean, maybe I should
Panda
take
Bear
your
from
advice
Animal
from
Collective said Raising Cane's. That's probably something he eats on the road or something.
Yeah.
You know?
That makes sense. I mean, yeah, he fucking lives in Portugal, so it's like, when is he ever even here raising canes except? Yeah, but it was
It's a
supposed
bubble
to be
tea
like,
place.
It was supposed to be like free. I mean, no, like real fresh, like fruit.
Right.
tea or something.
Oh, really?
We tried it, and it was just kind of like gross.
It was gross.
I don't know how you can fuck up tea that badly where it's gross.
Okay, well. Yeah, you gotta go to Dojo. I mean, Dojo's gone. Now it's Aspen. One of the best. Well, that's when I was like, when did the West Village become like a ski town? When did it become like fucking Telluride or something? You know, it's like, it's all these kind of jet set, Nordic, tall.
Has changed, and endings lead to beginnings sometimes. Thank you.
Woo!
Summer, several cats rolled over it, and alchemy turns trying times into the joys of other creatures as pollen settled into fields of black fur. In the summer, we picked 100 heirloom tomatoes, holding them to our bodies to appreciate their size.
To them, think about it for a second. People you work with, people on your job, people you interact with in the street, your mailman, the grocery store clerk, people.
Big bitch. Do you have Wi-Fi? Oh, it didn't work. Let me try it again.
Kind of some people off clear.
Right, right.
I can't tell them I hate you.
Tell me when it's over. If your heart was worth the pain, get a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you are insane. Can't you know I love you?
Central Park will explode with our tour guide, Iced Kellogg. Do you want to be a hot plate? Esteem the hierarchy. A few onus to great friendly with other Amaretto students. Think I lost Ashley's leaf, but I remember exactly what it looked like. Beautiful, like fire in the sky.
Besides soccer, what?
Alright, thank you for having me. I'm just going to read a few poems from my wild folio, my wild large folio here that I've been working on. This is about science and the cosmos. This is called Life on Earth. From the atoms to the stars, a wheel within a wheel, toroidal sphere compressed into deformed wave function. If a poem dies within the egg, it's born again, stapling my denim rip across the back of my jacket, arrange the sewing machines in a floral pattern. Rob lives on the MTA, hiking with no interference. I predict she will move back when the time is right. No exit door as water begins to fill the chamber. NYU is a private banner where no one feels sorry for you for existing. I took the lesson on that bench where I was Wolverine. Now I'm here, fixed on the National Book Award winner of A Stolen Nation. It screws up the even clip of the rose as Diogenes spreads across the center margin, praying that she'd take the fifth 5 days before I died, taking the bus uptown, conversing solo with the window into a weather of attention. At this stage, people are looking for to non-algorithmic interaction, screwing in the night and feels so ghostly. Townhouse playpen, off-Broadway truffle strap, tied to the influencers, Chuck Taylor All-Stars, which hurt my feet because they're flat, requiring a gel insole. Wearing overalls at the farm church, where I'm a video ranch hand. Original pieces of programmatic wall art bandy about the word F-U-C-K, free and loose, taking place all around the city looking for credentials. I can't wait to get off work and take the bus uptown, yapping commercially like a basket of deplorables. We stacked the temple of fountain stone, thousands partied, removing the sacristy and non-secular sacred relics from the altar, allowing similarities to pop up where we proffered to diversify with oncoming variety. No white clothes were allowed, no paper trim. Fall quarter belonged to those who were paid to enter society by their parents and other beneficiaries of ongoing plunder. Lana married the alligator hunter, which feels like a desperate side quest. Where's our Steve Jobs? I think you missed the point. No one to half lead us to the hairy B.O. of the circuit mother. Double-spaced long novellas about whatever falls out. Spread like a marching band across the gridiron of pondering. T101010C. Pulled the lucky Uber as the chauffeur's jitney rotted from yellow to black. You're gonna be happy with a rose embroidered on your black velvet tracksuit? Hideous monopolies drown the less than national and dehydrations of laughter, applause, and credit card loans. He's been acting crazy, not saying anything that could be construed as negative about women, and trying to get it all out by the deadline. We have our braids of goddess, the Madonna and the stones of the grotto. And when we dug into the neck of the earth, it hurt the earth. I need your spirituality in crystals, burning sage and woven blankets, a gullible peering into the carnival midway of Vishnu, Brahma, Buddha, Yahweh, Jehovah, Kalima Shakti Day, Kalima Shakti Day, Odam Shivam, Odam Shivam, Odam Shivam, Odam Shivam. I'm just going to read two short things. Or just one. Maybe, yeah, I'll do two. I'm going to do two short things. This is called Don't Ruin the Surprise. Sometimes the waves are cliche. I'll wear the little lamb dress, seeking the occult in Robert Sims. She moved from Santa Barbara to the Puget Sound, having a one-on-one with the viewers in the comments. From the home office of an M2 bus, Penelope stole Ashley's move. She took them to see the Apocalypse trilogy. The theater is something you're a part of or you run away, disguising your inadequacy. We can't afford to send you away. Disrupted fellow viewers in the theater wept so hard, ditches her friend, obtains a terminal degree. After I watched the move, I found out I got into Bennington, drinking in a tavern at Harvard beside the student loans, paid $7,000 a semester. This girl I met on Tumblr ghosted me when I moved to New York City, then she moved to LA. I'm always at a restaurant. New York City is the greatest food city in the world, period. I'm just going to read one more short thing. I host an open mic every Monday at KGB Red Room on East 4th Street. Come check it out. We'd love to have you. It's Easy Paradise Mag on Instagram. Easy Paradise Mag. So I'll just read this real fast. This is called Free Work. Free Work. Oh, there's the leaf. It's in language annuity showers. My receiver, I pick up what's around me, DJing it on the air of the now. You must exist. If you didn't exist, you wouldn't exist. But you do exist, so you must exist. It's hard to live all the time. That poem wasn't about you, but you wanted it to be. Nerve became wrinkle under my eye before I'm 40. Having to live with chronic pain, the leaf has already lost a lot of its color. Thoughts can hurt you. Look what they did to me. Termites on my skeleton, eating air on Catherine Street. Show business kindergarten wears Cirque du Soleil branded athleisure. Hair's grayer by the day. Why not just go back the same way you came? Hamburger turned 20 in videos, which is not lively. Jimmy Buffett quoting Mark Twain in his Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction speech for the Eagles reminds us writer is just another name for plagiarist. Thank you.
Words of the words to be heard. Yes. You. I mean, definitely so many things that you know.
There are some moments in life you just recognize this is cinema. This is cinema. And the phone equips us to weaponize those moments. That's a big leaf. It's a big giant leaf. Actually could have been cozy instead of cold, but I led her astray. She asked me should she bring a jacket or not, and I said no, Ashley, absolutely not. You will definitely not need a jacket. It's hot outside. And I was wrong. The only thing you asked me, do you think you'll need your jacket or something like that?
I said, do you think I need
No, that is not what you said. That is not what you said. I had my jacket on and you said something about, do you think you'll need that jacket? And I, being inside looking out the window, it's sunny. So I'm thinking, I'm going to take this jacket out. I'm going to be hot in this jacket. So I said, probably not. I probably will not need this jacket. And I was wrong. I was not advising you one way or the other on what to do. Well, the Democrats just kind of assumed. I mean, all I've heard since Biden stepped down was, oh, it's going to be a landslide. Kamala might win in a landslide. It's like, it's what they fucking thought with Hillary. This is cinema. This is cinema. This is cinema.
Baby Diva.
Baby Diva statue.
Baby Diva.
Oh, here we are. Okay, so it is closed off. Fuck. These bastards. Do you think we can get through? Okay, it looks like there's a wish trail. They've made a wish trail for us.
The babbling brook is saying Baby Diva and stuff.
It does sound like that, doesn't it? It does sound like it's saying that, to be quite honest. Look at that. What are they building there? It's a fucking ice skating rink or something?
I think it's like some aquatic pool.
It's an aquatic pavilion.
Yeah.
Okay, well, good for them. I like this
It was
aquatic
supposed to
pavilion
be.
right here.
It was supposed to be open this summer, but obviously.
Do you feel that way as a writer, Ashley?
I feel like everything is right.
Is it your Is it the ultimate muse? You feel that gravitational. That's me. Daddy is. Do you feel the gravitational energy of? Okay. The critics are raving.
You have a mind. I don't know. I think maybe we should hang someone. Who? No one important necessarily. Average men will do.
So you just spend your days doing the errands of your trade. Today I had to be up by 10 in the morning to make some important phone calls. Then I'd gone to the stationery store to buy envelopes.
Feeling incredibly nervous. I wasn't sure I could stick through an entire meal with him at Taco Bell. Great. So we talked about this and that. He told me a few things about Jerzy Grotowski, the great Polish theater director. Just go check out My Dear Laundry, everybody. That's what this is about, okay? We're trying to bring awareness to this.
And I'm wondering how you're doing and stuff like that. So.
Woo!
Alright, well. Death it is.
Won't you stay? She's a main lead, I'm just an extra. I slowly fade into the background. Watch a smile creep onto her face.
Look on a sports nigga, baby I'm the plug, I'm the rap dominator. I heard the streets been talking, play on my name, these rappers gon' lay in a coffin. I'm the king of New York, man, first to last, don't make me a first to blast. Best rapper alive, and I'm the first to start it. Now these actors act like they need the hardest, I'm the false artist. Now fuck taking my hand on TV, this business boy.
Text with dried out eyes and sticky memories of last night, outrunning my body, running toward the ledge where you stand. I stand with a martini in hand instead, counting faces blurred by on side.